Good morning, welcome to another video by climbingarborist.com. This morning we're going to be removing this birch tree behind me. Today Justin will be climbing, so you're in for a treat. We've got JT on the ropes. So the tree has bronze birch borer, which is why it's coming down. This should be a fairly simple removal. Most of it is going to be cutting and holding with a handsaw, and this side of the tree will probably drop most of the stuff into the neighbour's front lawn here. The stuff on the front we'll probably be able to throw out here onto the boulevard, and there's a little bit of the canopy that goes over towards the house and over the Japanese maple, so we might do a little bit of rigging, but I think most likely we'll just cut and hold that in smaller sections. So it's a fairly simple removal this today, and we've got parked right here on the street, so yeah, this should be a fairly simple style removal, so enjoy.
I'll take a block and line when you get a chance. I'll set up the block and rigging line when you get a chance.
Justin has attached the small rigging block and rigging line with a webbing sling to a substantial branch. This is because we're just doing some light rigging here, and we want the pieces that are being rigged off to try and stay as far away from the hedge as we can, which is quite difficult with the lack of spread of this tree. So we get it as far over as we can using the substantial branches that we have. As we go through and continue this removal, we'll continue to move the rigging block up further and further as we work our way up.
Maybe lay it kind of towards that branch, okay, but so it will still fall to the right hand side of it.
Like fall on top of it?
Fall on top, but so it'll still come this way. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Nice.
When removing a tree, the general rule of thumb is once you've removed the branch, to remove the stub flush back to the trunk, so that you haven't got stubs for the rigging line to get caught on, you don't have stubs for branches that you throw in to get caught on, and also if you were to slip while you're on your spurs, you're not going to impale yourself or do yourself some damage by hitting the stub. There are exceptions. If you're doing a removal where you're choosing not to use spurs, you might need to leave some stubs for footholds, or you might need to leave some longer stubs on some substantial branches if you want to redirect some rigging. But as a general rule of thumb, make sure you remove the stubs where you can to leave a nice clean trunk so that things aren't going to get caught on it.
What about the battery saw? Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. It's just so nice for communication too. Just everything, I like it. It's not lacking at all. How long does it last?
Everybody's question.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll do this tree without a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's when you start actually cutting into like bigger wood, it really drains it.
Yeah.
To do pruning or to do a removal where you're just removing the branches,
Yeah.
it'll last most of the day.
Yeah.
It's when you start getting into like, 8 to 10 inches, as soon as you do a few of those cuts, you start draining it.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you'll see here Justin is doing what's called a snap cut or a step cut. This gives the climber the full control once he's cut the piece to use both hands safely and throw the piece of wood where he wants it. For this specific branch that's being rigged, you'll hear Dan ask Justin to hold the rigging line for him because it's quite a light piece. That's something that Justin can do from in the tree, and that enables Dan to use both hands to manipulate the piece over the top of the hedge.
Can you just hold the rigging line in a second?
Got it.
Okay.
There you go.
So as you can see behind me, we're about 2/3 of the way stripping off the canopy. So what we've actually been doing is we've been rigging down the branches on the left hand side just to save the emerald cedar hedge there. It's pretty simple rigging, doesn't need a porter wrap or anything, so it's very quick and easy for me to do on the ground, and then just grab the piece and pull it away. So we decided to do that just to save any possibility of damage. And the lady's actually got a small Japanese maple that she didn't want damaging in the neighbour's side too. We did a little bit of rigging on the right hand side, but not as much because they've got a nice open lawn there to do to drop the branches into.
Got it.
So now we're on to piecing down the stem. So we've left quite a few branches and smaller pieces of wood in the client's front garden of the tree that we're taking down, and we're going to use that as a little bit of a crash pad to prevent any damage onto the lawn. We're going to block it down into like 14 to 16 inch lengths for firewood. There we go, the job is complete. The stump will be getting ground out in a couple of weeks, just not today, so we're not too concerned as long as it's cut down as low as we can get it. And there's a little bit of sawdust around, but we're just gonna have one final blow. We managed to save the crocuses at the base of the tree by putting a couple of bins and buckets over, so they managed to survive, which is always nice because I'm sure the homeowner is very attached to those little crocuses. That's it, thanks for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll be notified every time we make a new video, and otherwise thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.